Hello everyone. Right, today we've got a different book. It's another one I have borrowed from the library and I will return back to the library. It is called The New Old Truck. And this one, as you can see, there's a wee sticker on there. It's won the Purple Dragonfly Book Award. It won first place. And this is written by Jennifer Somerville and illustrated by Marjorie Fern, and it is a true story. So I'll get you to believe what parts of it are true for yourself, but I will share it with you now. Right, so here we are, the old truck. Now have a quick look at this, at the cover, at the title of this book, the cover page of this book. I wonder if you can work out what it's going to be about. Yeah, and then you can see that it is based on a true story. And one of the things I can tell you about this book is there are some words in this book you might not hear me say too often. So we'll see how we go. I do hope you enjoy it because there are some words that I'm sure you'll find quite funny. Right, the new old truck. Here's a dedication. Sometimes you see a dedication in the book. This one is to Brother John for not giving up on old truck. Here we go. There's the picture. Oh, watch my thumb again. Old Truck loved to work. He was happy carting soil. He was excited carting hay. He loved carting children. But sometimes Old Truck wouldn't start. Sometimes Old Truck would fart. Sometimes Old Truck would get stuck in the muck. Blue Truck was tired of rescuing him. Old Truck is tired, said Dad one day. Old Truck is too slow. It's time to buy a new truck. I wonder how Old Truck feels about that. Ooh. No, cried the children. We love Old Truck. Old Truck is exciting, exclaimed Marjorie. Old Truck is unpredictable, said Jane. Old Truck is special, said John proudly. No one has a truck like Old Truck. How do you feel about Old Truck going? But in the morning, Dad was up early. Today we're going to look at new trucks, he announced. We don't want to look at new trucks, said Catherine and Jennifer sulkily. We like Old Truck. Don't you like that word, sulkily? Does that look like they're sulking a bit? Those arms folded there. Dad took Catherine and Jennifer to look at lots of trucks, but they were all like Blue Truck. They didn't need a crank handle to start them. They didn't fart out of the exhaust pipe. They didn't graunch the gears. I like these trucks, said Dad. Which truck do you like? Look at those shiny trucks. Oh, I wonder what that dog's up to. But Catherine and Jennifer shook their heads. We don't like any of them, they said. We like Old Truck. Look at that. They still look a little bit sulky, don't they? Look at all those new trucks. I wonder why they like Old Truck so much. What did they say at the start about why they liked Old Truck? We might just have a quick flick back. Why did they like Old Truck so much? I think they liked the fact that he was unpredictable, he's exciting, and he was special. Dad shook his head and drove home. He drove Old Truck into the shed and slammed the door. Oh, we'll manage with Blue Truck, he said. I don't think Dad's quite as attached to Old Truck, is he? Catherine and Jennifer went to see Old Truck. We're so sorry, Old Truck, they said. We couldn't save you. Alone in the cold, empty shed, Big Truck tears slid down Old Truck's rusty bonnet. No one wants me, he sighed. I'm old and useless. Oh, poor Old Truck. But if you ask me, trucks don't have feelings. But it's a nice story. Spiders made webs across his windows. Birds built nests on his chassis. Old Truck became covered in rust and dust Look at that, poor old Truck is neglected. I wonder if we're all feeling sad for old Truck, even though old Truck doesn't have any feelings. Then one day John came home. "Where's old Truck?" he asked. "In the shed," replied Dad. John visited old Truck in the shed. When he saw him so neglected, he was very sad. "Cheer up, old Truck," he said. "I will fix you up as good as new." John took out old Truck's engine and he ordered and made special parts. He found a special number plate. He cleaned and painted old Truck until he was even better than new. And John discovered that old Truck was the only restored truck of his kind left in the whole world. Well, that makes old Truck even more special. Finally, old Truck was ready for a drive. John turned the crank handle and old Truck farted into life. All the children and their friends and their relatives and their neighbours' friends queued up to ride on old Truck. Look at this old Truck. He's very special now. Everyone loves him. Everyone cheered and ran out to see him as he chugged past, because old Truck was now more beautiful than any other truck. Old Truck was special. The new old Truck was the happiest truck in the whole wide world. What a fabulous story. And here is, in the back of the book, is a glossary which tells you about some of the words that are used. And here are some pictures of the real old Truck. Now, you'll find this book in our library. If you want to read about the real old Truck and some of the things that happened for him, you make sure you pick this book up out of the library and have a wee nosy, particularly through these back pages, because you'll learn all about the real story of the real old Truck. All right, sorry about the videoing today, team. I'm in a bit of a rush. It hasn't been that good. But that's right, it hasn't been that good the whole time I've been doing this, so we won't have high expectations of the quality of the videoing. Hey, but that was a new old Truck, and it's in our school library, and I hope you enjoyed that. There's some funny words in that story. I'm sure you enjoyed those funny words. But it's also a fabulous wee story about something that was old and people thought was forgotten and not that useful to them anymore. And then look at that, it gets a new lease of life, and just because someone loves it and looks after it, it becomes even better than it was originally almost. So that's quite a nice wee story to finish the week. I'd like you to enjoy that one and have a wonderful weekend. Look after your mums and dads in your bubbles and anyone else who's in your bubble at the moment. Make sure you're looking after them, being kind and being thoughtful and taking care of each other. You have to show lots and lots of patience to each other at the moment, because there are lots of things going on and we're all having to learn about all these new things and figure things out and work things through. So lots of patience, be kind, be thoughtful and take care of each other. And we will look forward to some more stories next week. And thank you very much to those mums and dads who have told us that their young ones are coming to join us next week as well. Oops, we got one coming scooting just behind me. I'm not sure who you can see, if you can see who that is. But that's all right, that'll be a surprise for next time. All right, hey, have a wonderful weekend and take care.